The cause of disputes and sects among Muslims. The main reason for differences and sectarianism among Muslims is that they do not read the Quran and do not listen to it. When people turn away from the Quran and Sunnah, every group or faction can easily mislead them. Quranic source Surah Az-Zukhruf 43 verse 36 and 37. And whoever turns away from the remembrance of the Most Merciful, we appoint for him a devil, and he becomes his companion. And indeed, they the devils avert them from the way, while they think that they are guided. Az-Zukhruf Surah 43 verse 36 and 37. Pushpin meaning, turning away from the Quran results in being misled by devils, while thinking one is rightly guided. 2 Leaders who go astray. If a leader of a group or a jihadi commander deviates, meaning he makes alliances with disbelievers, suspends the rulings of Islam, or abandons the Sharia, then obedience to him is not permissible, and one must oppose him. Quranic source Surah An-Nisa 4 verse 59. O you who believe! Obey Allah and obey the Messenger and those in authority among you. And if you disagree over anything, refer it to Allah and the Messenger. An-Nisa 4 verse 59. Pushpin meaning, obedience to rulers ulu al-amr is valid only when it aligns with obedience to Allah and His Messenger, peace be upon him. Authentic Hadith. There is no obedience to any created being if it involves disobedience to Allah. Open Book Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. 3 Blind obedience and group fanaticism. Some people, out of blind fanaticism, continue defending their leader even when he openly commits disbelief or allies with disbelievers. This blind loyalty drags them into misguidance. Quranic source Surah At-Tawbah 9 verse 31. They took their rabbis and monks as lords besides Allah. At-Tawbah 9 verse 31. Hadith explanation. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, explained this verse to Ibn Tim, who was previously Christian. He said, they the Jews and Christians did not worship their rabbis and monks. But when their scholars declared something lawful, they followed them, and when they declared something unlawful, they followed them. That was their worship of them. Open Book reported by Imam At-Tirmidhi, Hadith 3095 authentic. For declaring lawful and unlawful without Allah's permission. If someone makes something forbidden which Allah has made lawful, or makes lawful what Allah has forbidden and people follow him, this constitutes shirk and disbelief. Quranic source Surah Yunus 10 verse 59. Say, have you seen what Allah has sent down to you of provision, and you have made some of it unlawful and some lawful? Say, has Allah permitted you to do so? Or do you invent lies against Allah? Yunus 10 verse 59. 5 A clear verse about taking scholars as lords. At-Tawbah 9 verse 31, this time in full. They have taken their rabbis and monks as lords besides Allah, and also the Messiah, son of Mary. Yet they were not commanded except to worship one Allah. At-Tawbah 9 verse 31. Pushpin meaning, following scholars and leaders in changing divine law is equivalent to taking them as lords besides Allah. 6 The call to pure monotheism. A Quranic verse that invites Muslims and the people of the book to unite upon the principle of pure monotheism. Quranic source Surah Al-Imran 3 verse 64. Say, O people of the book, come to a word that is equitable between us and you, that we will not worship except Allah, associate nothing with him, and not take one another as lords besides Allah. Al-Imran 3 verse 64. Pushpin meaning, the foundation of unity is pure tawhid, worshipping Allah alone and rejecting all forms of shirk. Small blue diamond final summary. 1. The cause of sectarianism among Muslims is neglecting the Quran and Sunnah. 2. Obedience to leaders is only valid when it aligns with Allah and His Messenger, peace be upon him. 3. Blind loyalty and fanaticism toward deviant leaders leads to misguidance and even disbelief. 4. Obeying scholars or leaders in altering halal and haram equals worship of them and constitutes shirk. 5. The Quran and Sunnah call to pure monotheism taught only Allah's rulings and the Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him teachings are the standard.